Hi there, my name's Steve, the bread guy, and if you've been watching these videos, you've been learning how to make bread with me, things like whole wheat bread and dark rye breads, egg breads, and so forth. Well, there are some breads which aren't exactly traditional, but which are a whole lot of fun. And a little while ago, I went down to the islands for a holiday, and on Valentine's Day, I saw all sorts of bread shaped as animals. I'd never seen that before. And I looked at it and went, wait a second, I could do that. And so let me show you some pictures of breads which I've made over the years, which have shapes and stuff to them. Okay, so how do you make these things? Well, actually, it's pretty easy. What you need to do is start with some white bread, which is already risen. So I'm not going to go through all the steps. If you want to see how white bread is made, just watch one of my other videos, the white bread video, and get it to the end of its first rise. So this one has already risen once, so I'm going to punch it down, and then we're going to start to have some fun and make something out of it. So first step first, punch it down. It's nice and sticky, that's fine. Okay, so we're just punching out all of the air which is built up, or carbon dioxide specifically, which is built up as the yeast has been eating away in here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make a shape. So one of the things I've done a number of times over the years is I've made animal breads, and I've made rabbit breads, like Bugs Bunny breads, things which look like Bugs Bunny. And one of my favorites is making Santa. Now, you can make flowers, you can make animals, you can make anything you want. The key thing is to understand that the bread is basically Play-Doh, and you can do anything you want with it. So let me show you how I do it. So I'm going to do a Santa today. So take some flour, spread it around. Now, first things first, put a round piece down for the face, and now I want to create the beard. Now the beard, I just want to flatten out and stretch, right? Because he should have a much longer beard than he has a face. So I'm gonna pinch it and put it up around his face so that it goes up to what will be his ears. Now punch it down some more and pull it down so that he has a nice long beard. And bread's really pliable, so you can keep playing with it, and it needs a little bit of encouragement to stay in place at times, but that's okay. So just pinch it up here so it sticks to his face. Pull his beard down a little bit more. There we go. Looking good. Okay. And now, the next thing I'm going to start thinking about is his face, because the beard's getting nice and long. And I'll show you later how to put some texture into his beard. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit so that this doesn't take forever. Oh, and the next thing I want to do is I want to put it onto a pan, because if you get really far along and then it rips as you put it on the pan, it's a drag. So I'm going to put it on the pan now before it gets too far along. And now what I want to do is give him a hat. So it's a triangle, stretch it out there a little bit, make sure it sticks to his head. And next I'm going to give him some trim for his hat, and that should sit on top of the hat so it sticks out, right? And he's going to need some eyeballs. So a couple of eyeballs, and oh, let's not forget the mouth. So I'm going to make a little hole for the mouth, flatten out the eyes a bit. Now the eyes need to have pupils. So what you do is just small little balls of dough which sit on top of the eyeballs like that. There we go. Next thing he needs is some eyebrows. So put them there. And he's also going to need a pom-pom for his hat. So that's just a round piece of dough that gets stuck on top. And of course a mustache. And I make an indentation for his mouth so it'll really stick up, and pull up his beard so it doesn't get lost. He needs a nose. And that mouth sometimes will collapse in on itself, so you have to do a few things to it. And here what I'm doing is I'm just giving some texture to his beard by slicing up his beard a little bit. I'm putting on his ears. So he's got one ear, and now he needs another ear. And there we go. See, this only takes about, this took me in real time about 6 minutes to do. So there's his ears, and he's actually kind of looking like Santa. Okay, now I'll be the first to admit that I am not the greatest sculptor in the world, so this is more of a demonstration of the possibilities rather than a demonstration of my skills. However, let me turn Santa around. Santa is at least a lot of fun to look at, and if you want to give him a really good look, what you need to do is before you throw him into the oven, first of all, he needs to rise again. He needs one rise. Secondly, when we put him into the oven, at the last minute, we're going to give him some highlights. With using egg white and egg yolk, we can darken some parts and, well, we'll actually get a two-tone color thing where we can make his eyeballs a different color from his cheeks, from his mustache, and so forth. So, before that happens though, Santa needs to have a rest. He needs to rest for about half an hour to 45 minutes to rise again, and then it'll be time to give him the finishing touches and put him into the oven. So, if you are appalled by what I've just done, and know that you can do better, go for it. That's what I would love you to do, and please send me pictures of what you've done. I would love to see how other people do this. I've seen octopuses and seahorses and stuff in the Caribbean done this way. I'd love to see what you can do. So please, don't just emulate me, do better, okay? I'll be back when this thing rises. Okay, so let's see how Santa's doing. Santa is doing very, very well indeed. See, he's really puffed up. Give you a bit of a close-up here. So there's Santa. He's nice and big now. So, as you can see, he's kind of monochromatic though, which is not what we want. We'd like some things to really stand out on Santa. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn him around so I can see him better. And I'm going to take some egg white, and I'm going to take a knife and give him a few more slices in his beard so that they'll show up when he bakes. Just do it gently. I'm going to put egg white on his beard so that his beard has some color and it'll contrast with his skin. I won't put it on his skin or on his mouth. I will put it on his mustache. Okay? And I'm going to put it on the what do you call that? You know, the top of his hat, as well as the lining of his hat. Next, I'm going to take some egg yellow, or egg yolk, and I'm going to do the parts that I want to be dark. So, I want his eyeballs to be dark. I want them to stand out. I want his eyebrows to be dark. Okay, that there. And let's see, his skin will keep white, but we'll make his hat darker. So I'm going to color that dark too. So there we go. Those two things will make some parts of him stand out. So let me just turn it around so you can see what I did. So egg yolk on part of him, and egg white on the rest, and nothing on his skin, so his skin will stay its color. Now, of course, it's not going to stay white. It's going to go a little bit brown as well, but it won't be as brown as the rest. So, I'm now going to put him into the oven, regular bake for around 400 degrees for about half an hour, and he'll get much puffier, but hopefully he'll still look like Santa. So, see you in a little bit. Okay, now it's time to see how Santa did. Let's find out. Pull him out of the oven and see how he turned out. Oh, hello, Santa. All right. And here is our Santa Claus. There we go. I'm going to have to give you a close-up so you can fully appreciate this. There we go. As you can see, he definitely looks like the jolly old elf. You can see how the different washes colorized him, right? Darker hat, dark eyes, and lighter beard. Skin and beard look different. So that's how you make Santa Claus out of bread. This can be done, obviously, with any sort of pattern. It's just up to your imagination what you can do. Octopuses, Easter bunnies, friends at work, Homer Simpson, whatever you want. Bread's very pliable. It's the original Play-Doh, so give it a go. I'd love to see what you guys can do. So send me some pictures once you start doing this. That's all for now. If I can do it, you can do it.